to show you my ant farm. Also, there's an ant farm active thing on my mom's channel, which is Erica Brandonstein. That's the channel thing. And then you can look and see a video of these ants. It's 9 minutes and 41 seconds. So I'm going to be talking about what these will do and what happened, okay? So also yesterday, so this is when it first started with these ants. So I've always, like, a long time ago, I've had this ant farm, but there was no ants. And then I wanted ants. And then my mom ordered the ants. It's just, and we kept waiting. And I kept waiting. And then one day they came and I was jumping up and down. And that day was yesterday. And that day was yesterday. So, and they went and we had to make the soil moist and make sure it wasn't wet. And then when we put them in there, some of them got away. But my mom had to take gloves and scoop them and put them back in the ant farm. And now, overnight they did this, and in the morning they did this. They're all around there. You can take some time to look at them. Just so you know, this has to be a long video. So the ants right here, you see they're right there. So you'll see closely. So my dad here is right there. You'll see closely, you see them that he's carrying food somewhere. And sometimes they'll like tap on them. And just so you know, this is a fire ant farm. So we were just like, when they were getting away yesterday. And me and my sister Grace were screaming. So look over here, that's not the queen, that's a warrior. And look, they're making their tunnels. And also, this is how they communicate. They have their own sign language. So they'll like touch maybe their hips or their bottom or their head to like communicate.
I think they communicate using pheromones.
They have their own language.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they have their own sign language with their legs.
I think they use a chemical language.
They don't.
I think they communicate through chemicals.
They don't do that.
They don't?
Then this would be smelly.
Well, no, because we can't smell it because it's so small. Look at how small they are.
And look, so they dig with their mouths too. If you always thought that ants dig with their hands, you really need to learn something about ants here. Because they dig with their mandibles, which their mandibles are their mouths. And these are fire ants, but all ants do this. Fire ants. My mom thought they were big head ants, but they're fire ants. Because all ants basically have big heads.
Oh my goodness, Jacob. Why are you making me sound crazy?
Okay, so look. Under there you can probably see. And they also food that we put in there. And
What kind of food's in there?
Well, normally it's nuts. Please. Normally it's nuts and maybe leaves or something. But really, all else your food, I don't know. But that's nuts. And they eat that. Like, do you know what? The big one, this is the big one. This is the warrior, okay? This is actually the warrior. So if there's any threat that comes, this one will be fighting. And my mom told me that. So don't say that I'm the smartest person in the world. And they also will carry sand. So when they come down here, they dig with their mandibles. And they dig. They scoop up sand. They come all the way back up there. And they're digging, they got all the way to the suspend point. So we won't be opening this, okay? Because then we're going to have fire ant invasion. And it's going to be horrible. And just so you know, if you are an ant owner and you have fire ants, they sting. They sting.
They do?
And they bite. And it hurts. And also, you may not want to hear this, but they have venom. And they put it inside you. But it's not like the horrible venom that can kill you. It's like venom that's going to hurt you for like the rest of the day. And then tomorrow, your body, when you're sleeping, your body's probably going to destroy it. Blah, blah, blah. And now these ants, so the ant's probably chopping the nut. But really the mighty warrior is usually the one who chops the nuts open so they can eat. Or, that is chopped open. He's eating through there. It's just you can barely see. So my dad, he's just thinking about what I'm going to say. And he's the one who's holding the camera. So look, the ants are coming through here very closely and timidly. and they're working on their tunnel. That's what they're mostly working on. Then they're probably going to start working on their map of like where to put the food, where they're going to eat them. But there's food right here too. And there's also, well, maybe that they brought that up from the Mighty Warrior to destroy because it's a nut. So and they want to get into the inside of it. So it has a hard part of it. And the Mighty Warrior's mandibles are strong. Ooh, that one's feasting. They stick their heads inside of them and try to take it off from themselves. And you see, look at them. This is like an ant factory. This is an ant factory. So you want to search up, if you want this, you want to search up on Amazon, ant factory. And then when you get your ant factory, there'll be this certificate. And keep the certificate. It'll tell you what to do and where to order the ants, but it takes days, okay? Don't think that it's just going to come like tomorrow, because it took me a long time to get these. So you see they're active. And they're active, but there will be many mistakes, okay? And if this falls, it's okay, because it just happened to me, and I wasn't very happy. That was also my dad's fault, but I forgive him. So you see right here, ants, since when they fall, they'll all freeze. But that's not like they died just because of a little bump. They die. Well, they didn't die, okay? They just freeze. And they just freeze. They freeze when they're stressed out. And then when they feel that it's safe, then they'll start moving again. And also, it may look like they're trapped down in the sand because their tunnels could change and some ants could be trapped, but they can't. But usually, teamwork. Ants have very good teamwork and friendship because usually when that happens, that ant's stuck in there, but another ant comes in and brings that and makes a tunnel to get that ant out of there because he figures out that ant's stuck. And comes and saves him.
Alright, you ready to wrap up the video?
Sure.
Okay.
And this was a great video, okay? It's a very great video and you might want to watch it over again. Peace. Done.